Off his national tour this Thursday. Welcome back to the program, one of our favourites, Chris Isaac! Always looking well.
Thank you.
How have you been going? Going well?
Doing good. I feel good for somebody who should be asleep. I'm doing good.
A bit jet lag. Now, I saw you performing at the NRL Grand Final. How was that for you? Wonderful moment?
It was great. I mean, it was a lot of fun singing, and, you know, it's not something you do every day to do something that's like a real big... When I play, it's usually like, I like to keep it simple. It's a band, and we're all there. And this, they have all kinds of dancers. One time we've done something over here, and they had, like, dancers behind us moving. And this time they had all these little... And they're like little girls, like little school kids and stuff, who were like really cute. And I'm just, when we're ready to go on, you're in this tunnel, and I'm waiting back there, and I'm kind of nervous because I'm thinking, you know, okay, I'm going to go out, all these people are going to see me. And this little girl goes, "Did you hear what happened to Billy Idol?" And I said, "No, I didn't hear about that. What happened to Billy Idol?" And I'm thinking, like, what, did he get in an accident? She goes, "He went out there and his tape didn't start, and everybody booed him off." And I'm standing there, and she says, and all her friends are like looking at me like this, like, you know. And I said, "No, they have a backup tape and stuff." She goes, "No, they booed him off. He never came back." And then they go, "Chris, come on." So I'm running out there, and as I'm running out there, I keep looking back, and this little girl's just grinning at me. Right? Somewhere she's having a good time.
It's just in there with the tape slowly unspooling. It was when you should start worrying.
I'm just thinking, you know, what could possibly go wrong?
But it all went fairly smoothly. All very happy?
It went good.
Excellent. And you also, speaking of sporting stuff, you're going to be taking part in the Indy 300, is that correct?
Yes. Which is
Are you driving? Are you just
I don't know if they're going to let me drive
do?
a car, but, you know, it's funny because I'm somebody who, I've had the same car forever. I have a 64 Chevy Nova.
Ooh,
I don't think they
nice.
have it. It's like, it's an old car, and I actually got a ticket in the States for driving too slow.
Is that possible?
I got a ticket for driving. Well, they didn't actually give me a ticket. What happened? I'm driving it like, my parents live about 100 miles away from me. So I take my car and I drive really late at night, like 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm a musician. I'm up late, all right?
Yeah.
So it's like 3 in the morning, I'm driving my car, and it's cold, it's wintertime, and I'm going to go back and see my folks, and I don't know why, but I was in the garage, and I was thinking, man, it's freezing in this car, and the heater's broken, and I had an old 50s motorcycle helmet, and I put it on, I thought, I'll keep my ears warm, you know? So I put it on in the car, and I put it on the car, and it's like I'm freezing, I'm driving down the highway, and it's like starts raining. I'm driving about like maybe 52 miles an hour. Cop pulls me over. It's like, you know, 3 in the morning, whatever. He's going like, who is this guy in this old car? He comes up and he goes, "You know how fast you're driving?" I go, "Yeah, about 52, 53. I said, "But, you know, I know you're supposed to adjust down the speed limit as to the weather. So it was raining a little, so I'm going a little slower." And he goes, "You been drinking?" I go, "I don't drink." He said, "You been smoking any pot?" I said, "I never smoke pot. That's illegal." I don't. So,
it's the truth.
So like I'm feeling good, you know. I'm kind of cocky, and he goes like, you know, follow my finger, and he like this, and the whole time he's talking to me, he's got his hand like this, like on his gun, looking at me.
Oh, sorry.
And then at the end of this thing, he goes like, "Where are you going?" I go, "I'm going home." He goes, "Okay, have a good one." And he just goes back to his car, and he never stops looking at me. And I felt like, what was that all about? And I look in the mirror, looking back at him, and I got the helmet on. This guy, like, he pulls me over in the middle of the night and he's going, "Screw it, it ain't worth looking in the trunk."
So with all the questions he was asking you, not one of them was, "Excuse me, sir, why are you wearing a helmet?"
I guess he was like, "I don't want to ask that. I don't want to go there. Maybe that'll set him off."
Now, I have to ask you, because last time you were here, you helped us out with a wonderful Christmas tradition that we started on the program with our midget ornaments.
Yes.
And you were such a great sport. You and Kenny helped us out.
They weren't midgets.
Yes, they were.
They were dwarfs.
They were dwarfs, yes.
There's a difference,
There is.
right?
They were little people.
I think a dwarf can actually, technically, a dwarf can kick itself in the forehead. Right? A dwarf can kick himself in the forehead.
That's true.
And a midget can't.
That's how you tell. That's how you tell the difference.
Can we just cut this part out of the show? I offended somebody right there. I had to.
What, those who can't do it?
I think I've offended myself. I
just like the fact that as a guest you've done your research. That's what is important to me. But the fact that I just asked is because you only just did a Christmas special.
Right.
You recorded one for.
We did a Christmas special with Stevie Nicks and Michael Bublé and Brian McKnight in the States, and I just finished doing a Christmas album.
Did you incorporate any of our ideas? We
no, thank God. That was the most. Like, I looked at that and I went, like, you know, as an American coming over here, I went, wow, they'd never have that on American TV. You would never get that on American TV. Someone would come out and go, this is awful, you're mistreating these little people. But I'm talking, well, after the, you know, during the show, I'm talking to the guys who are doing the thing, they're going, hey, this is great, it's the only gig we get all year, you know? Seriously, it was just like out of a movie. I walk out in the hallway, and there's a bunch of little guys dressed in Santa suits smoking. Just like, I don't know, man.
We asked them if they were up for it. They said yes, obviously, and it was great fun. Well, now, obviously, you're touring with the band, and it's so very exciting. Now, I'm sure it's a case of what happens on tour stays on tour, because I know, you and Kenny, I mean, the whole group.
I'll tell you anything exciting that happens on tour, but nothing much happens with my guys.
You'll jump on the bed and hit each other with pillows?
Yeah, sure, Rove.
Fantastic. Then I'm going. It's the Chris Isaac Australian Tour with the Silvertone. Starts Thursday in Melbourne, travels through Perth, Adelaide, Wollongong, Canberra, the Gold Coast, and finishes in Sydney, October 27. Check your local guides and thank the man, Chris Isaac. If we're not trussing up our little people dressed as snowmen, we're crossing live to nude people on an amusement park ride. Pete is there at the Gold Coast at Dream World. How's it going, Pete?
Yeah,